All right, so here it is, finally on my bench. I've had so many viewers ask me, hey Medic, have you heard that Traxxas has the new TRX4 scale trail crawler? And my answer is, of course I have. I've been watching this since the beginning. Now, I'm certainly not the first to unbox this on YouTube, but because we've had so many requests for me to do this, give the whole truck an overview basically, I thought I'd share my experience here with you guys today. And I have to say, as I've been following along with this build, it looks to be, even though I am a Traxxas fan, don't get me wrong, this looks like one of the most well thought out, ready to run trail crawlers on the market so far. Now, I know a lot of people may be disagreeing with me on this, but I think the research and development area of Traxxas certainly went through and added a lot of the things that most of us are looking for in a scale trail truck. So, you know, I could go into great detail, but I think we should discover this ourselves. Land Rover, above and beyond. This is the Defender. Now, we've seen so many Defenders out there. It's kind of been done to death a little bit, in my opinion. But on the other hand, when I look at the accessories that this one comes with already, like the front bars, the windshield bar, and of course the back, I'm assuming that it's all plastic, of course, but just to be able to have a snorkel, the only other trail kit that I know that comes with a snorkel or an RTR is a Komodo from G-Made. So to be able to see all these extra scale accessories come out and not have to be sold after, that's a big plus already, because I want to spend my money on other things like tires and just things to, you know, like I could always trick it out as much as I wanted to, but when you can unbox something and it looks good right off the bat, it makes you want to go out and play. Now, this is all my opinion, of course. You guys can say or do whatever you want. I ended up getting the gray one. I like the looks of gray. It crawls well, plus it also hides a lot of dirt and scratches and stuff, even though it's Lexan. Hey, everything still shows scratches and whatnot on Lexan, but overall, I'm just happy to see that the kit looks so well. Now, I could cover some of the box you want me to. Traxxas Link enabled. The TQI top qualifier, you can actually link into your smartphone. On my iPhone, at least, that I know of, it says here Google Play and Android, I guess. So you can see all the speedometer and all that stuff. This is a standard Traxxas thing that we see more and more now. One of the things that you're going to need, of course, with most RTRs or ready-to-run models is a battery. If you don't have a battery and a charger, chances are your trail truck is not going to come with one. But what it does include, the TRX-4 ready to drive with the licensed body, the 4-channel radio, the XL-5HV waterproof ESC, a brushed 21-turn 550 can motor, a few tools, and of course the instruction book. Blah, 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 get to the opening. There's a lot of people that ask me to go into detail though, and I want you to let me know in the comment section down below if you like more detailed things or if you just want me to rip into these boxes and get to it. Now, keep in mind, the one with the most upvotes, the comment with the most upvotes, I'll pin that one so we can see for the next unboxing video. Maybe I can appeal to your needs that way. But I gotta tell you, like a kid at Christmas time, holy cow, look at this. Spare tire on the back, gas cans, a jack. Christmas in June when you get a new model like this. Super, super slick. Okay, classic standard Traxxas style here. It looks like the body may come off before you can actually take off the bag. Let's have a look. One up top. So one in the front, one in the back for body pins. And up. Well, does it come off? Yes, it does. Woohoo! This is my first look in person at the chassis. I love that it's not a re-release. It's like a complete new design. Traxxas waterproof servos. Everything about the rig is waterproof. I'm assuming other than the bearings, which you always got to be careful and check your bearings and oil it and all that stuff. Let me get you in up closer and you and I can discover this together. Oh man. All right, let's start off at the front and give you guys kind of the full experience that I can through the camera. So it looks like there's a winch on here, but I think this is actually a placeholder. Definitely, like, it looks like a winch, but from the back you can see it's actually just molded plastic, but it does move around, so I'm sure you can take it off. Fairlead built right into the bumper. Plastic hooks, all of this is plastic up front here. Looks to have some pretty good give to it. Feels a little bit grainy, but smooth overall. Let's see, moving on to the tires. Look at this. These are 1.9 Traxxas branded Canyon Trail tires. The tread on them, pretty good. It doesn't look too bad. It looks like it'll be able to empty some mud out. It's got a pretty thick tread, nothing out of the ordinary though, and overall, a pretty sticky tire. Now I can hear that these are breathable, so if I was going in water myself, I'd want to take a piece of electrical tape or whatever and just cover the 1 or 2 holes it may have. I haven't looked yet, but one for sure. That way you don't suck any of the river water or mud or anything into the tire, kind of making it unbalanced. What do we have on the first axle? Well, first thing I have to point out that's brand new for any kind of truck like this is portal axles. Portal axles, actually, look at the clearance on this. Holy cow. So, you know, that's pretty good. The portal axles actually raise that axle tube up and away. I'll cover portal axles in an upcoming video just to get it in more detail, but I want you guys to be able to see the truck in whole, but not like a 30-minute video. Remote locking differentials. So you can have on-the-fly four-wheel drive, or they also have a 2-speed transmission in here as well. And servos, the waterproof plastic servos they have in here, look, you guys can see it on this side right here. Pretty common servo. You got to be a little bit careful with these. I haven't seen the design of this truck. Maybe they're very well protected. They do have servo savers on the top, but I know a tendency if you hit it too hard, I had it in my Summit quite a bit. Those gears are very small and tend to snap. But I'm not saying that in this truck as I have no experience. But up front, check it out. You can't really see it. It's not their classic blue, but this is a waterproof metal gear servo for the steering. And the way it's mounted up on the ladder frame is very cool. Like, here are the shock hangers right here, leading down into aluminum shocks. The springs feel pretty normal or average, but at least you can adjust the ride height through the collar. Right, so that's it, guys. A lot of people ask me, how do you raise your scale truck? And a lot of them don't know that this collar actually is on a threaded post, and as you move it, it increases or decreases the firmness of the spring there. Very cool. I see a panhard bar there to help with axle stability. On the side, you can't help but notice not only do they have the running board here, but they also have like an extended tray off of the ladder frame here, which will help with the mud splashing up, I would imagine. There is the 21-turn 550 Titan motor. And the ESC that it comes with. This ESC can take up to a 3S LiPo battery. 21 turn means it's going to have quite a bit of speed. I wonder with the 2-stage transmission if it's going to have enough torque in mud, but I'm sure they've tested it out. Hey, all of us are in the hobby to mod and upgrade anyway, just to get it rolling out of the box. I can handle that. Here is the LiPo battery tray. It's nice and long. Looks like it can take at least a 5,000 milliamp, if not a little bit bigger, but I'll have to test. This says 26 millimeters up here. Body posts are not individual, each front and back, kind of like the Slash and other versions of their body, where it's just one piece that'll slide into a square receiver. Same on the back body posts here, as you can see as well. Wow, back bumper mount, it's not straight across for the brace, kind of drops down a little bit here and back into a bumper where it looks like you can add a hitch if you want to pull a trailer or boat. I'm like stuck on the stance of the truck. Look at this. It's quite high compared to other vehicles that are stock, but I want to compare it in future videos to the other vehicles I have to see, exactly it's a little bit wider, I think, as well. Look at this neat feature on the servos. You can see the servo horn comes out to this rod end, which is attached to a cable. The cable, there's one on the front and one on the back. This is how they get their remote locking diffs to work. Very, very, very cool. Aluminum links on the bottom. It looks like a familiar type of drive shaft I've seen before, with the spline system in the middle connecting these two on either side. I believe GEM just built some just like this, or similar at least. Into the back, all the rod ends are plastic, but the actual rods themselves are aluminum. So that's cool. Got some strength there. And is it heavy? I wouldn't really call it heavy. It's hard to say what that dry weight is without actually looking at the specs, but maybe 3 pounds. Doesn't feel too heavy. The body. I want to see the body. Don't we all want to see the body when something fresh and new is ready? Look at that. Bum, bum, bum. Let me move all this stuff out of the way. Oh man, not a scratch on it. Look at this, even protected on the front. And I can unveil the Defender. Right on. Okay, looking at the front, it's already got the decals on it, of course. This is a decal here. It looks raised to me when I first saw it until I could see the shine of the sticker. But there is the Land Rover symbol. All the lights are in. It looks like there's a piece of paper behind there. Focus, there we go. It looks like there's a piece of paper behind there, or a decal itself, just to kind of show that that's where lights are. Can you put a light kit in? Hard to see in there. It doesn't look like it, or maybe they'll have some different parts or something where you can put it onto the back. Look at the wheel wells. Okay, this is kind of what I was interested in as well. The shock hangers are there, so they just must kind of fit in very snugly. But the wheel wells actually carry right into the trays, right? These under trays right here. So I bet you this is going to be a huge mud protector. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, what do I have on the back? Oh, this is different. Went to place it on there, but there's this bracket in there. Interesting. Okay, so how do I place it on there? Like this. You must slide it forward a little bit. Ta-da! Did I line it up? I love discovering new RCs. Ta-da! Done! Nice. Look at that. Okay, let's look at the wheel wells. So look at the protection that's in there. Hard to see in the dark, but right in there you can see the wheel wells coming together with that plate. Only a very small opening, so I have great hope that this will help keep out a lot of the mud until I actually get up here and the mud just seeps in. But if I'm rolling through a puddle nice and quick, I imagine it's just going to hit the wheel well and most of it will come out. Who knows? Maybe we can even get a shroud for this eventually over the electronics if necessary. Wow. Okay, I'm happy. Overall, I think it's pretty cool. Look how big the tray is. Here is my iPhone 7 Plus. It fits that plus a whole bunch. You can see the actual truck itself is quite large, quite wide. It appears to be quite beefy, and the shock of red that they chose to have the accessories on there really kind of make it pop. Oh, nice, including the back badge as well being yellow and blue. All right, so there we go. So now I've got a ton of things. I want to learn all about this. I'm going to slap a battery in, and you guys probably want to see the radio, but we've all seen radios before, have we not? Just your standard TQI, yeah, right? The 2.4 gigahertz. Got your switch up top, got your switch in the middle, very much like the Traxxas Summit for the two-stage transmission and the remote locking diffs. So let's go ahead and have a look here. So waterproof box, inner fenders, cruise control. Set your speed using the transmitter, then fine-tune it with the multifunction knob, because everybody always wonders what's this knob for, right? This actually does things for your models. For example, apparently in this one, keep your pace, right? So if you're all traveling in a group and you all have your pace set at the same thing, you're all going at the same speed. Heavy-duty formed steel ladder frame with molded cross members. Yep, had a look at that. as well as, I really wish they would have gone into the portal axles more here for us to see. Portal axles raise the axle link mount, center drive shaft, steering drag link, and the tie rod up and out of harm's way. Center ground clearance is increased while critical drive shaft and suspension link angles are reduced. Aha! So, I already know that, as far as I understand, portal axles actually work on a separate gearing system inside the axle itself. Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about. Let's get in here, see if I can get a good shot of it. Here we go. Okay. So, for those that don't know about portal axles, and I've got to wing it here, so if I get it wrong, guys, I apologize, but, you know, I'll do the best I can, not being a mechanic myself. The wheel nut would be generally in the same place, so right outside the axle, but power is actually being transferred from the differential out to the axle itself here, and then it's going to fit into another set of gears, which is on top of another set of gears right here that are rolling one on top of each other, thus giving you a much higher clearance and a much higher stance. Now, I hope I got that right. If you guys wanted to go into more great detail, Google has like tons of information out there, but from what I understand, that is exactly what we'd be looking at in that axle. So my friends, thank you so much for tuning in. I got a ton of things I want to do with this. Of course, it's going to go on my backyard rock course. I want to put it on my backyard trail course, and also head out into the woods and see what this looks like in a true RC adventure style film. So look forward to seeing more of this. What do you guys think of this truck? Is it a well thought out truck? You know, are you guys Traxxas fans yourself? Are you happy to see a new style of truck come out from Traxxas? You know, all those kind of things. Is this something that you're looking at getting into and you're looking for an unusual or cool crawler that seems to work? I haven't tested it yet, but from everything I see on here, it looks pretty good. So I'll leave a link in the video description box down below to Amazon if you want to find out more information or to see how things cost in your area of the world. Go ahead, check it out. Also subscribe if you want to see more. Please comment below and smash that like button. Let's get this new truck seen by other folks. And until next time, my friends, get outside, have some fun with the RC hobby. It's unlimited in the things you can do, and we will see you in the next episode of RC Adventures. Bye for now.